Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here and welcome back to Grizzly Creek in SpinTires MudRunner American Wilds. So we're going to set off again in the K5 Blazer to finish off that last watch point that I promised you guys I would finish off in this episode. And that's what we're going to do first. We're going to get it out of the way so it's done. And then we can start to think about what we want to do next, like logging and putting other vehicles to use. So I'm going to get a little bit further ahead before I check the map because I have a pretty good idea of where I'm going right now, I think. Hopefully I'm not going the complete opposite direction that I should be, and then I end up, like, looking like an idiot because I went the wrong way. But let's check the map. No, we're going the right way. Okay, cool. So we're going to go to the end of this road, make a right, and then the watch point should be right up there. There is also a fuel station up there, which makes me wonder if there's anything else close by, maybe a hidden truck or something along those lines. So, but regardless, once that's done, Grizzly Creek will be fully explored. So, and that's actually super quick to have explored like most of it. There's the F-150. So, oh, come on. So, log station and an F-150. So, F-150 is good to go now. Let's see if we can get that stuff off of it. There we go. God, that is proper. Like, I mean, you can put, like, the cap on the bed if you want, but, like, I think I'm going to just run it as, like, a pickup truck because I feel like it would be cooler that way. It'd be more interesting that way if we ran it as a pickup truck. You know what I mean? Go, 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 go. Are you serious? Oh, come on. It's still mildly spinning. It still doesn't want to dig in and go. You know, maybe if... Uh-oh. High range isn't really doing much for me right here. It kind of is if I... Oh, there we go. If I do half throttle, it works wonders. Does great if I do half throttle. That's awesome. So half throttle in the K5 and high will go just about anywhere. Like, it'll go through mud, no worries. So now that we're out on the main road, oh, we got downhill grade sign. Do they actually have, like, 9%? Wow, they actually, like, will give you a gradient number. Like, not just, you know, a picture of the sign. Water over road. Not really. It's a little bit of a mud patch, but nothing crazy. Definitely nothing like the mud previously. We've got a gas station up here. The last chance for fuel. We may as well go ahead and fill up. I mean, all of our attachments are still full, so we don't really need to think about it. But, I mean, if we've got the opportunity to, we might as well. So, let's stick with this road until we get somewhat close to the watch point. And then I'll make sure to turn off and see if we can get up to it a little bit quicker. So, let's see if... God, it looks like we should just go straight. Oh, it must be up there by that watchtower. Must be. Yep, there it is. Oh, God, that's in a bit of a tricky spot, so we're going to have to get a little bit crafty to reach that. Not quite sure how we're going to do it just yet. Probably just go straight up this embankment and damage the Blazer in the process, but don't worry about it. It's all good. We have repair points, so, yeah, we're good. Don't worry about it. Almost there. There we go. So, that is the entire map. Wow, this thing does not flex very much. That's the entire map revealed, minus the areas that we just haven't driven through. So what I'm going to do now is, let's see, we've got a log station up here. We've got 2 lumber mills that need lumber. So they're both right next to each other. I didn't even really pay attention to where they were, but they're both right next to each other. God, you could do this. You could do this. There's a really boring way you could do this and a really fun way you could do this. You could do it with the skidder, or you could do it with, like, say, for example, you could do it with the Western Star by just going back and forth between the lumber points and just delivering. Now, the thing is, you'd have to do it over and over and over and over and over again with this basically not much lumber capacity. So you could take it back to the garage and add more lumber capacity. So you could, in theory, complete this map very, very fast, but you would miss out on all of the scavenge stuff, which is arguably one of the most fun aspects of MudRunner is the scavenge stuff. So and you'd also miss out on using the skidder. And I feel like the skidder is one of the most, like, one of the coolest things that you could mess with in this game. So let's go ahead and get right up here to this log station. We'll do our first lumber delivery, maybe even our first and second lumber delivery this way, and then we'll move over to scavenge. So let's see. So this is short logs, so it's 3 points. So it would take a while if you wanted to do it this way. Nonetheless, we're going to deliver our first load of lumber this way because I do want to at least, like, experience doing it that way just once. Oh, wow, this thing actually flexes a lot. Part of that is frame flex, which is not good. I was going to say, part of that is frame flex, part of that is suspension flex. But it's definitely not all suspension flex. It's definitely partially frame flex. Now, I know I also haven't played MudRunner at night in a long time, and that's because I just told the game to freeze time and just kind of, like, turned it off. But because I wanted to do this true, like, the true way that you guys would be experiencing it, I have left everything, like I said, pretty much left everything factory. So we have a factory day and night cycle. I don't know why I say factory, probably just because I'm used to saying factory in relation to, like, stock with cars and stuff. But let's see, how close are we to... So, oh, okay. Well, the block post is closed. So we're going to have to go... We could either go around it. Actually, I see a cut-through that might work. I think I might have already figured a way around this. Although, it's going to be kind of dangerous to do it at night. So, yeah, this might go really, really well, and it might go really, really bad. So, it's kind of up to us to figure out which way that's going to go down. I am also going to make sure to keep an eye on the map. And, ooh, okay, so we're going to probably take a right here, or a left right here. I got left and right mixed up. Not the directions, but, like, you know, I was saying I was going to take a left right here, and I said right first. You guys know what I mean. So, oh my god, if this is literally, if that's all that I need for a workaround, that's hilarious. That is going to be hilarious if that's all I need for a workaround. And now all we have to do is just drive to the bridge. Oh my god, I'm going to laugh so hard. They may have thought of that, though, because they put rocks here, but this thing has the capability to climb this hill, so I don't know. This could be a usable workaround. Oh, I'm so curious. I am so curious if this is a usable workaround or not. Oh, that's going to flip if we don't attach. Now, if they're smart, they will have put it right at the... Yep, they were smart. Because they put it right at the edge of the bridge. So, yeah, you're kind of screwed if you try to cut that. Which makes sense, you know, as to why they would do it that way. I get it. I understand. You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense. It really does. But we're also going to have to use the Ford to pull ourselves out of this mess. I don't know if the Ford even has the capability to pull us out of there. No. No, it doesn't. The Ford's like, are you kidding me right now? Y'all idiots got yourselves into that. I don't have to pull you out. Yeah, that's gonna be a, predicament. Quite a predicament, actually. Okay, I'm gonna winch myself backwards. Gonna winch myself backwards, get the front, and I get the front axle off this rock, because that's the biggest problem right now, is getting the front axle off this rock. Because if I can get it off this rock, then I'm good. The problem is, it's very stuck there. So, it ends up being kind of this, kind of this situation where you're not sure where to put the front end. Oh, that might help, though. That helps. Yeah, that genuinely helps. Okay, cool. Now, can we back up? No. No. God, it's so stuck now. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. This is really properly stuck. It drove in here just fine. It won't drive out, though. then again, isn't that what being stuck is? It drove in just fine, but it won't drive out. Yeah, that's what being stuck is. When it drives in just fine, but it won't drive out. Yeah. Oh, I swear if we're lodged on that tree. Like, I swear if like, we're lodged on the tree and that's the only reason why it won't move, I'm gonna be annoyed. We can attempt to push it with the Ford, but I don't even know if the Ford will give it enough, like, oomph to push it. Yeah, I doubt it, because the Ford can't get enough grip. The Ford can't get enough grip at all. I'm going to try this just once, because I bet you I'm going to end up damaging it. Wow, that's literally all it will do. That's literally all it will do. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, this is a mess. This is a mess. That winch is ever so slightly moving me, though. Like, very slightly moving my truck. Barely enough for it to make any difference, though. God, barely enough for it to make any difference. Come on, pull, 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 pull. Well, I tried to find a workaround, and they were like, no. No workarounds, buddy. None for you. And that truck is fully stuck. So I'm completely okay with the fact that I'm going to lose that load of lumber, because that means if I lose that load of lumber, that's okay, because God, all these mod trailers. Let's see. If I remove that, well, actually no, you know what? You know what? What about, so I could put a medium log trailer on there and have the log carriage on it. Oh, that'll work. It's not quite a full 8 points, but it's 7 points. So technically, if we were to go back through, we would only have to, like, and then wind around, come down. I see the route. I know what we're doing. I see the route. I know exactly what we're doing. And you know what? We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. We're actually going to knock out a lot more of the logging than I thought with this, because it won't fully complete a lumber mill by itself, because it's only 7 points, because it's a 3 and then a 4. But it will get... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wait. Okay, no, never mind. I was like, for a second, I was like, is that a different sound? But no, like, it's not going to fully complete it, but it's going to make it so that you won't need to go and get another large load of lumber. You'll just need to go and get, like, 1 3-point, and it's just going to kind of be one of those things where it's like, yeah, you might have to drive a little bit more, but, I mean, hell, you could probably use the skidder for it if you really wanted to. But we're going to end up taking the long way around to all the way. So if you want to get down into that swampy area to scavenge, you can. But we're not going to do that in this episode. We're just going to keep driving over to the log station, and then we're going to drop this load of lumber off, or well, I should say these 2 loads at one of the lumber mills. I mean, they're basically right on top of each other, so I'm just going to say the lumber mill for the effect of, like, simplicity. Things hauling, though. I mean, it's not as fast as, say, the Freightliner would be. The Freightliner's actually fast. The Freightliner's actually fast, and I have no problem saying that, because it is. It's genuinely quick, especially compared to all the other trucks. This one is okay. It's nothing to write home about, especially in terms of speed. In off-road capability, it is better than the Freightliner and the Ford, but as we found out, a rock will completely and utterly put it out of commission because it is so heavy, and the winch can't really do much for it, which I understand. I mean, like, that makes complete and total sense to me as to why, you know, as to why the winch wouldn't really do too much for it. It's just like, it's so heavy. You know what I mean? It's so heavy. But I'm going to pull in to this fuel station and fuel this thing. Oh, my God. The brakes had no way of stopping it in time. I was on the brakes on the way in. Like, right when I left the road surface, I was already on the brakes, and it was just like, nope. There's no way you are going to stop in that short of an amount of time. No way. No freaking way. So, back out on the road. sticking with what we're going to... Ooh, okay. This thing has terrible, terrible brakes. Terrible brakes. It's sticking with it, though. And I know I said I wasn't going to use, like, any mods, but I'm still really not using any mods that I would consider unrealistic. I mean, like, we're using a medium log trailer. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just a medium log trailer. It's nothing, like, out of the, like, it's nothing super crazy or weird or something. I don't feel like I'm cheating by using it. God, it's so dark. I forgot how much I didn't really like nighttime in this game. I forgot how much I liked daytime in this game. Put it that way. That's the much better way of putting it. I forgot how much I liked daytime. Because daytime in this game is so good. It's so much better than nighttime. Nighttime, you just feel like, I don't know, like, very few games do a good job of pulling off nighttime. And this game does a really good job. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm not picking at the game or anything. It does a really good job of pulling off nighttime. I'm just not a fan of playing the game during the night. You better not be getting stuck here. I swear if you're getting stuck here. I was going to say, that would be just bad. That would be so laughably bad. All right, let's see if we can pull in here. Well, I was going to say, I'm trying to figure out if I want to turn around first. But let's see. Short logs in the truck. And medium logs in the trailer. Okay, so now this thing is fully loaded down. And here comes the oh-so-fun part of turning one of these around. Because that trailer has basically like a steer axle on the front. And those are a pain. Those are a pain because now you have two elements that need to be steered. It's just like, okay. You know what I mean? It's a pain, but it's also like it helps you make tighter turns. So in a way, it's not a pain. But in another way, it is a pain. So you kind of, like I said, you kind of end up liking and hating those trailers, in my opinion. Because if you get into a weird situation with one, they can get bound up really easily, and you can absolutely just hate them. But they can also be turned around pretty easily in tighter spaces, which kind of makes them a little bit more convenient. I don't know. They're one of those trailers that it's kind of like a love it or hate it type thing. Slowly making our way through this mud. I really hope we don't have to deal with much mud going to the lumber mill because that is going to be so bad. And is it just me, or does the night in MudRunner always feel longer than the day? I'm sure they're pretty much equal, but the night always feels longer than the day for some reason. Probably because in daytime I don't think about it. I'm like, okay, cool, this is fine, this is chill, whatever. And during the night, I'm waiting for, like, I feel like I'm waiting for it to change, and it ends up feeling so much longer than the daytime. But it's not a bad thing, per se. It's just one of those things where you're like, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Second gear doesn't really do much more than first. It just, like, yeah, for whatever pace second gear could hold, it just kind of spins, you know, and ends up being just about the same pace as first. Now, when everything flattens out, it turns out to be okay, but it's just kind of one of those things. So I'm going to go real easy. I'm going to go through the grass because the grass, like, usually ends up being harder packed ground, which ends up being better traction. So that should allow us to get that trailer out of there quicker and easier because we're dealing with a lot more weight now. And we also found out not too long ago what would happen if, like, even to this thing without a trailer if you get it stuck. So I can't imagine what would happen with a trailer if you get it stuck. With a trailer, like, I wouldn't even want to deal with it. Like, dude, I wouldn't even want to deal with this thing with a trailer being stuck. All right, but now we can basically chill out on the road, turn the diff lock and the all-wheel drive off. No big deal, just kind of cruise. Already up in 5th gear. I do need to keep an eye on the map because we're going to have to make a left at some point, but I don't know this map well enough to know where that left is going to be. Okay, no, we're going to have to go down across this bridge, make a left, go all the way down, and then make another left. Okay, that makes sense to me. That's what I wanted to see, kind of what I wanted to get a reference of. I will admit that out on the pavement, it's really good. It's very respectable. There's no weirdness about it at all. Come on, easy, easy, easy. And this is kind of one of those parts of the of the experience where you're like, it's not necessarily like it's boring. It's more like it's not really high action. You know what I'm saying? Like you're literally just, I mean, you're cruising out on the highway with some, you know, like loads of lumber. No big deal. Oh God, please don't get snagged. Oh, that was close. That was so close. Don't downshift. Don't downshift. Oh, it's going to downshift. I got it into high right before it cut off. Oh, man. All right, so here's where we're going to have to make that left. Wow, I haven't even put diff lock or all-wheel drive on, and we're in high, and we just drove through, albeit not very much mud, but a little bit of mud, and it still did okay. That's impressive. That's really impressive. We can put it back in automatic now and just not have to worry about it. Ooh. Oh, God. That was close. Keep checking. I know we have a ways to go, but... Okay, so it's going to wind around a good bit before we actually, like, get there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Wind up, wind up, wind up. Let's go. Come on. Not bad. And, I mean, to be honest, this setup, I have no shame in driving the way I am right now because, oh boy. Okay, yeah, this is where it would pay to go around the side. Oh, and it would also pay to engage four-wheel drive. God. Yeah, when you don't do that, you kind of run into some snags. There we go. We just needed to go forward just a little bit so we could put that winch up front. Oh, thank God the sun's coming up. Oh, my God. Thank you, dude. Whew. I was getting so... Like, I was very done with the night. At that point, I was very done. I love how it's, like, speed limit 55, but it's just taunting me. Like, yeah, try. Try to go 55. I dare you in this thing. Dare you to try to freaking go 55. Like, that's not gonna happen. Low 3. Oh, steer back onto the road, please. Our turn should be coming up soon-ish, our left turn. And they're making a left turn. I mean, it's very American. Just watch they come out with a secret map for another map for American Wilds that's just a big NASCAR track. Coming up on it after this big left-hander. Left-hander! Another freaking left-hand turn. This whole map is basically a NASCAR track. Alright, do not tip that trailer. Do not tip that trailer. I swear if I tip that trailer, oh my God, I'm gonna be mad! Oh God, why did you go back to first? You had no reason to go back to first. You literally had, like, zero reason to go back to first gear. Why? Why did you do this? That should be that long left-hander followed by a slight right, getting us ready for our... Yup. Okay, that's the sign. I remember now. Yes. We'll imagine that we popped our turn signal on. Speed limit 35. I feel like it's still taunting me. I feel like there's no way I'm going to go 55 or even 35 with this setup. Like, it's like, really? You're going to be like, be careful, stay under 35. Sure. Sure, buddy. I think I better focus on getting to 35 before I worry about exceeding it. All right, lumber mill number 1. Boom. Unload. Okay, so that's all 7 points done. So, with that being said, let's recover in the garage. We left the trailer down there, and in the next episode, we're going to mess with the skidder, so I'm very, very, very excited to do that. So if you guys enjoyed this episode of MudRunner American Wilds, make sure you click that like button. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought of it, and make sure you subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to y'all later.